everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy, what are we on? Are we on Thursday? Also, buddy, where you going? I got a dog pill. There's a doggy. Feeling a little bit better. Feeling a little bit better. Can't wildly complain compared to the last couple of days anyway. I think we're almost alive. I mean, we're not fully alive, but we're hitting some cold meds. I almost quad beverage this morning. I have water, I'm finishing my coffee, I'm about to get tea, and I had like an emergency that we just finished slamming in order to prevent the aforementioned quad beveraging. Let's get some sound going here and see what we're getting into today. I'm hoping I can do a whole 3 hours today would be good. I started to get kind of dizzy yesterday, but I'm feeling much better. We're all good. How you guys doing this week? What are you guys getting up to? I had a read night last night. Hazel's hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated to be victorious. I want to get the frog out of my throat so I sound a little better. I don't want to make anyone listen to like the spooky swamp witch version for very long. It doesn't sound nice. Me. Nope. Tea might help warm it up a little bit. Let's see here. My character has stinky boots. They're veteran boots. I mean, no shade in the veteran boot game, but this is my main. Also, I think it's time for me to ditch the belt. I think that I read something about them nerfing the disc belt, and even if they haven't done it yet, I think I'm just gonna throw it away. I don't want it anymore. I need an excuse, and there's one, and I'm pretty sure I saved a belt. So let me see. What did I save? Was it this Burrower's Cinch? Yes, it is the Burrower's Cinch. That one. And as a hero belt, and it's got crit on it. That's good. We like that. We'll take that. We'll pop that on, and then I'm going to stick my disc belt probably into the bank just in case, you know, we need it for some garbage one day. Belt nerf's coming in 11.25. Yeah, good enough for me. I'm taking it off now. Yeah, go over that belt too. Free slurping ASMR tea and honey. I don't have any honey. I didn't buy any honey. I forgot, and then I was too far from the store, and I was too weak to get there, so I just have tea. Kamalani Panda, thank you for the 58-month resub. Hi, Hazel. Thanks for existing and providing a comfy place to hang out. Thanks for being here. Good afternoon. Trying to do ASMR free slurping. Alrighty, I want to do... I was complaining about my boots mainly just to complain. I'm not actually going to do anything about it today. Why am I carrying around anima? You know what? I'm not. I know I'm going to need like 7 million anima for collecting one day. I'm still vendoring this pack of 20. It's not worth going back. Hi, we'll see what you're doing. How you doing, boobs? Sometimes boo-boo can turn into boobs. Hi. You're a good solid dog. And you get a ribcage so solid. You got good resonance on that thing. You ever just like pat your dog like a drum? Mr. Booze, hello. I know I need to do more stuff in Koresh. That was on my agenda for the day. I know that the warrant quests are so boring, but I feel so lucky that it's been giving me a different and unique... Oh, are you gonna lay down right there? Okay. I won't move my chair. He's under my desk. You're almost too big to fit under my desk, dude. You're not a little dog. I'm a little dog, too. Yeah, I gotta do this warrant quest. They gave me a new one. I know you can purchase the, like, completed item or whatever, on the auction house, but last I checked, they were like 30k plus, and I'm cheap. I don't want to do that. I'd rather do the quest if they're just going to give it to me. I also want to maybe work on phase orbs. We did the regular weekly. I do have some more world quests we can do as well. For some reputation, perhaps. Oh, and then I have like a million EcoDome quests to do because I feel like it's going to be important. I can't figure out why. I don't see any meta achievements that are specifically pointing to it, but I feel like I will regret not doing all of the EcoDome campaign and dailies if I don't do it. So, or weeklies or whatever. So we're gonna start with this one. Now, I usually end up going to Wowhead to find the coordinates of the quest givers, because each warrant quest has like 3 separate quests that you got to pick up to get the pieces, and it doesn't always mark, or I feel like it didn't mark their location on their map, but it looks like it is now. Don't tell me you want rats. He does not want rats. That's great. Good news. Thank you. I love an NPC that can take requests. Fill my pack with items I lost. Okie dokie. So that's going to be a thing. We may as well start there. Yeah, I'll just fly there. Why not? We killed a new boss in raid last night. That was exciting. We are now 7 of 8 heroic. We killed Salad Bar. Heroic Salad Bar fell to our efforts last night. It was a little tough. We pulled it together. More or less. He's gone now. It was, I'm still not feeling like super good about the last phase. Like, we really cleaned up where we wanted to put the dark stars and getting the swings down and everything and like the dodging. But I feel like I'm not fast enough to like really safely dodge with everybody else. So I ended up like kind of hanging back and doing my own dodge pattern, and it wasn't, I don't know. I feel like everybody else was just faster than me, but maybe that was just the cold medicine. Morning, Hazel. Afternoon. Good morning, Galvo. How you doing today? Happy Thursday. It is 9:10 a.m. in the morning for me on Vancouver Island. Having a chilly morning so far, but it's supposed to get quite hot later today, so keeping all our windows open, trying to let some of the cold air in here. At least for the moment. Am I doing my quest? I am doing my quest. Look at that. Hi, buddy. Are you stuck under there? Oh, no, you got it. You're good. You're okay, baby. Doing good. Farming Nerubian Venom finally, so I thought I'd chill in your chat. Nice. Nerubian Venom. Is that part of the quest line that comes after the Nerubian Chitin for that one Seas Bard? I'm still on the... If that is the case, I'm still on the Chitin step. I have it on my permanent to-do later list, and I'm starting to think later's never going to come. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing today? Happy Thursday. How are we doing in an overall zone collecting for Koresh? I'm about halfway there. A good chunk of them are phase lost and found stuff. I could probably be a little bit more on top of the rares. Although I might need to use... I mean, I guess they can drop as BOA maybe. I might need to use some different characters to kill some of these rares to try and get their items to drop. I don't know. Collecting rare drop log is a tough one. It's kind of annoying. And then what's the difference between those rares and those rares? Well. There's that mount we can get for devoured energy pods. I think I'm like 8 of 20. Yeah, I'm 8 of 20 right now. What if you change your tertiary enchants to speed? What if I change my tertiary enchants to speed? I'd be very fair. Do a quest or 2 after getting new mount seas cut. Nice. Do I even have tertiary enchants on right now? I don't have anything on my bracers. I don't have anything on my cloak. Is this your way of telling me I don't have tertiary enchants on? Those are the 2 slots, right? It's just bracers. Oh, we were talking about... Oh, no. I forgot. We were talking about Salad Bar. Yeah, that might... I mean, it might help. It might help. It's not as much fun as complaining, though. Can you even put it in? You must be able to put an enchant on the cloak. Do I really not have anything? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. I'm not done yet. Still working on the coffee. Okay. We are 35% in filling this guy's pack with items. He must have lost a lot of items. How are you and the animals like in the new place? I think we're doing good. It already feels like we've always lived here, at least to me. I'm already kind of not forgetting what our last place was like, but it doesn't feel weird at all. It honestly didn't even feel weird like the first couple of days. Like I thought waking up here for the first time would be like a kind of that jarring feeling when you first wake up into someplace new where you're like, wait, where am I? How did I get here? Ah! But it didn't. It just kind of, I was like, yep, here we go. This is my house. Waking up in my house. Feels good. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice here. Animals, I think, are doing good. Kitty's settled in a lot better than I thought she was going to. She's really figured out her spots and her routine. She found, and I helped her find her scratching post. I felt so awful. I had set it up for her, and in a moment of busy movingness, I had just spaced and forgot to like show her where it was because she's blind. She can't see it. And I had just kind of assumed she would trip into it or smell it or something and be like, yeah, it's my scratching post. But she never did. And at a certain point, I was like, oh, she doesn't know this is here. So I took my hands and I went on it to make a bunch of noise because that's usually the best way to show it to her. And she was like, oh, yeah. And she got up and she like trotted over all happy. She was so excited to see it. Or, well, not see it, but you know what I mean. She's so excited to find it again. So that's she's been hitting that up every day too. I felt awful because I was like, I could have done this for you day one. I completely forgot that you wouldn't realize that I had set this up here for you. I wouldn't mind getting her a few more at some point, but informed by apartment manager they will be doing renos. Kind of annoyed. I rent to not deal with renos. Yeah, I've had that happen too. That's the annoying part is that they can kind of do it whenever they want. With not an awful amount of notice sometimes. Especially if they have to be like in your space and stuff, or if it's like super noisy. She has a little nest on the ground behind me. Anytime I put a pet bed down for her, she's immediately suspicious. But if I just, like, conveniently drop a blanket on the floor and leave it there, she will claim it as her nest. So there's a blanket down there that is definitely not intended to be her pet bed. She has just cleverly commandeered it as such. Nice. And then I think most likes it here. I think he's a little lonely. I think maybe when the weather changes and when also we get in slightly better health and we can go explore a little more and take some more walks at different times. Maybe we'll meet some more. Maybe he'll meet a dog or something. Top floors, balconies, water leaks into the 4th floor ceilings. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't take an insane amount of time. Sometimes those can go on for a really long time. That's annoying. I remember a few apartments ago, I don't remember what they were doing. I think they were replacing the siding, which I thought was funny because the old siding was ugly and in fine shape, and they replaced it with new siding that was equally ugly and in fine shape. But it was like a couple of months of like really loud like hammering and banging generally, but then also just like workers like kind of up and down outside of your windows. And we lived in an upper floor apartment at the time. So you didn't really expect to see anyone on the other side of your window, and I would just be like streaming or like getting ready in the morning, and I would look out and there would just be like a big dude like on a pulley just working on something on the other side of the wall. And it would just jump scare me a bit because I didn't expect to see anybody there. I remember feeling like that was a bit not unusual because, you know, they got to do their job, but I wasn't ready for it. What are we doing? We're going back to Tazavesh to turn that in at least. And then we got to figure out where we're getting the other two things from. Keep windows closed. Yeah. I think that's exactly what we did is we kept the curtain. I ended up closing the curtains a lot. It was just really dark. At least I didn't have to come in though. Dog did that with my old couch, so we kept one cushion for him and it's his bed now. Aww. Not used to closing the blinds to change clothes. Coffee cup. Alright, here's one. I wonder if next week I'll complete I was going to call it a trifecta, but I guess it's in pieces of 6. I don't know what that would be. The 6th a warrant quest for a vigilante. Because if we look at vigilante, that's not how I spell, is it? That's me inventing a new type of pasta. Vigilante. That's the one. Yeah, if I get the Zyvox quest next week, then I will have gotten just one of each, and we'll get there's a mount for it. All right, so if I track this, now that I finished that, will it mark? I think it will. Okay. It will mark the location of your next quest giver. I just wasn't navigating this very smoothly last time, I think. All right, I know where I'm going. We're getting it together. I need to do some curtain rod and curtain shopping to get this window sorted out. But I gotta figure out when I'm gonna be back out again. Also, I gotta find one long enough. It's a really long window. I know a lot of them are like extendable, but I'm gonna have to make sure I can find the right size and figure out how I want to wedge it up there. There's like there's a blinds, and then there's another thing that looks like it used to hold blinds, but it's out of use. And I think if I take that out, I can like wedge a curtain rod. There's like a little pocket. I don't know. It's weird. all of the finishing carpentry in this place is just bizarre, or at least bizarre to me, because it's older and is old-fashioned, and I haven't lived in a place this old before. I'll figure it out. That's the worst thing that can happen. Is it Arcanamonger for everyone? I think that different people get different warrants. I don't think all of them are available every week, but I think that it's up for some people this week anyway. Yeah, he spawns in Tazavesh. Confused by the Oasis area, it just keeps giving campaign with no real goal. It seems really bizarrely incentivized. It feels like they were like 2/3 of the way through building something really cool, and then they were like, oh, it needs rewards. It's got to go out tomorrow. Stick them on a weekly chest. And then they did that. And now you have like all of this campaign questing and like building like these comfortableness levels with various animals, and like you have all of this content, and it's not really, aside from the achievements, it's not incentivized as far as I can tell at all. Just a bit strange. Void spores eaten. So this is just a world quest, but I want to do it because it's 1,000 gold. I'm on a void spore enthusiast. Void spores eaten. I'm on the right. It has to do with this. You want me to do your job? Take Marla, let her eat the void spores. It's her favorite snack. Take Marla. I don't know what they look like. You should only have snakes left. Some systems got cut for sure. It just feels a little rushed, a little unfinished. Up. Okay. I feel like I was up. Oh, farther up. Oh, okay. Thank you. Man, I'm not doing this in a hurry, am I? I got 4 of them. Oh, there's a few more. Here we go. Well, I guess I call them void spores, not highly visible spores. Ran around on the floor until I realized this thing can fly. I was looking for, like, the quest area to be marked. And I guess it is now. I don't know why I didn't see it there before. Yeah, well, we're getting to the bottom of it. Listen, I'll do a lot of things for 1,000 gold. This is fine. We're on board with this. I'm all about this. How's my Koresh trust rep doing? I feel like I've been stuck at 12. Yeah. Pretty parked at 12. Maybe we'll get to 13 today. So that was not even remotely for what I came here for. This charge crystal we do need to do. Enter the Archival Assault. Oh, it's in the delve. Oh. Alright. Oh, well, the delve's bountiful today, so that's good. I need to do that anyway, then. I've done more weird things for less. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this delve on an 8, if I'm doing it. I might do it on a 1. I was thinking about this yesterday. I did 1 delve yesterday. And for trading post credit. Oh, maybe this is what I need for the other one. Is this for, yeah, the rune sigil. Yep, okay, they're both for Archival Assault. That's good. I think I'm going to do it on a low difficulty because, like, yeah, it could give me feet. But realistically, I'm not really using the Delve Vault slot. I'm not really gonna wear the champion gear. I don't know. I think it's not really worth it. Arcane energy sample. What? Why would it put it on there? Aren't they both in the Archival Assault Delve? They are both in the Archival Assault Delve. Why do they want me to... Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it's on the face conduit. That's strange. Anyway. Delve time. Hi, Hazelin Chat. Hello, Scytheblade. How you doing today? Yeah, we're... Like, I'm still gonna do it on Bountiful, but I think we can turn it all the way down. Delve only good first few weeks of the season. And I still want to do delves for, like, weeklies and other, you know, collectibles and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be any strong reason to really hammer out harder difficulties of them. For me, on my main after these first couple weeks, anyway. Waygate parts recovered. Okay. Besides, this should make it much faster. Trying to figure out why my heal bot's being wonky. How are you? Oh, that's annoying. I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. I'm fighting off just the end of a cold, but I feel like I'm about to enter that really annoying stage where, like, you feel fine, but you still, like, have a cough you can't really get rid of just yet. That's about where we're at. Hope they continue to lean into solo content, give us some Delves Plus or Mythic level difficulty for better gear. Oh, do I want to do those? Yeah. Match fragments. Arcane energy samples. I wonder if I was supposed to talk to someone first. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. I had, speaking of add-ons behaving oddly, I had my plater doing something kind of wonky last night in Raid. It just looked very different. And I didn't have the energy to try to figure out what was going on with it. I don't know if it decided to just, like, spit my profile and it was just working on default profile. If it was behaving oddly. It was updated. That was the only thing I checked, and then after that I was like, well, it worked good enough. This is technically sufficient, I suppose it'll do. I was watching that same thing and a reload fixed it. Weird. I feel like I reloaded a few times last night. Anyway, let me see if it's working. I guess I haven't noticed it doing it today. Maybe it was a raid problem. or maybe the reload fixed it. It had like a green highlight box over the targeted nameplate. In a way that was so big that it just looked really wonky. I'm so close to 3k on my main. My tank friend decided after we geared his warrior he wanted a main. But we depleted too many keys. Oh, 3k. Sorry for the wall of text. I'm trying to follow it. You're close to 3k in your main, and your tank friend decided after we geared his warrior that he wanted a main. But we depleted too many keys. Sounds like your friends used you to gear us all a little bit, yeah. Yeah. I mean, healing high keys is hard. I will always play healer's advocate. It's hard when you have one player that's not keeping up with the group that you want to be running keys with. It sucks. But it's hard. He wanted to make his prep work because he said that's the most fun. Oh, I see. Yeah, it does look good. I remember doing this story of this delve, and I remember being like, there's no way out. And it was because there's a hole in the ground, like back here. That's right. That's what happened. You have to jump down the hole. That's right. There's a thing on the crystals in the room you were just in. There is a 0% chance I'm going to remember where I just was. Hopefully I find something else that is similar to it. I 100% believe you. I'm never going to find it. Should we have some quiche? depleted 8s and 9s. 3k to 3100 last season. Where's a good spot for me to put my tea here? Let's put this one on the ground. Let's put this one over here. And then let's finish this one. I wouldn't really be Hazel if I wasn't juggling a bunch of beverages. This one can go over here, and then we've got our tea cozy. There we go. I used to, in the summertime, have like water and tea and a smoothie on my desk. I would have the triple beverage. I was having a really hard time healing. We had begun progressing Heroic Dimensius, and it's hard. And I was having a really hard time trying to keep people up, even just in phase 1. But I think it was also like the end of the night. It was the last hour of raid. I was not all there. Death Tetris, almost as much fun as Hard Drive Tetris. Hard Drive Tetris. How many drives are you putting into your rig? We can fit this one here, and we can fit this one here. And if we run a really long SATA cable, we can stick this one all the way over here. Always have water and coffee on the desk. Tank friend and I take keys pretty seriously. Shaman, my age, she knows to heal, but insists on having to drink beer while playing. Yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be. That's always the toughest part. Is that there's not like a right or wrong way to play WoW or to do keys, but you always end up with friction whenever you have a group of people that want to play together, but they have different ideas of how seriously they want to take it. And for some people, they wouldn't dream of playing without drinking, and for other people, that's basically like drinking and driving. Like it's just different levels of wanting to try hard, basically. And there's nothing right or wrong with any of them, but if you guys aren't agreeing, it's going to be a problem. Oh, space-wise, gotcha. Constantly installing and uninstalling games. Do you do like a vindictive uninstall when you decided that you didn't like a game? Because that's my move, is if I've been playing a game and I'm not having fun anymore, I will uninstall it with like impunity. I'll be like, you displeased me, and you shall not maintain any space on my storage any longer. And I'll go and like rip it out. Oh, vindictive uninstall. It feels good. You have been voted off the island, and you are no longer worthy of my gigabytes. Frustrating to deplete keys for 4 hours. Yeah, it's a bummer. Bit of a try hard when I do keys. Can't do more than 1 or 2 before I just need a break. Sometimes our group will do like 3 or 4 at a time, and I don't know how they do it. I get to the end of key 4, and they're like, do we want to do another one? And I'm like, yeah, I can. But usually once I'm in it, I have fun. It's just, I tend to run out of stamina a little bit. Key night is like raid night, 3 hours of keys. I feel like 3 hours is just a little long for me at my stage of life. 3 hours are actually 3 hour raid nights have always been long for me. I know some people do 4 or 5. I'm good for the first 2 hours, and the third hour is always a struggle. It always has been. So I definitely need to collect some more arcane energy samples. I'm sure I've missed some. I see them on my map, actually. At least with keys, you can take little breaks in between. Yeah. Oh! Oh! I didn't... I got my first 3 entirely by accident. I did not know that was what they looked like. Oopsies. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Yeah, I had no idea. Not a clue. There we go. And then we need one more. And there's one more back here. Perfect. Okay. Kind of like delves because I can do it at my own pace and just play around. last Friday. I wanted to rage. We did a heroic raid. A monk with 720 crafted embellished boots rolled need and won the Soul Hunter boots. Oh, man. That's frustrating. I really want Soul Hunter boots because my boots are so bad. I mean, everybody wants Soul Hunter boots, but I'm wearing veteran boots. Sturdy chest. Use face cut. Oh! Maybe I need to do this for an achievement or something. Oh, yeah. Fancy. Okay. Got my first couple by accident, too. Seems pretty normal. Yeah, I know it said I needed to enlist the help of Mai Ku, but I only just now realized that there's a little... I was going to call it a Protoss. There's a little Protoss running around with me. Healers get loot last. Yeah, no, and that's reasonable. There's reasons for that. We just haven't even had very many cloth boots. We had one pair of cloth boots drop so far. I should probably be doing LFR for them, but like, yeah, you know. I don't want to. Cloth boots don't exist.
Watch your step.
Field dampeners destroyed and additional lay gates constructed. Well, I'm glad I didn't try and do this on an 8. It would have taken me much longer. I've already been in here for a while and I'm only on a 1. I guess the other thing that doing a harder difficulty delve would give me is probably more brand experience. I'll have to check and see what my brand's even at. I had no idea those boots were even a thing. Oh. Yeah, I'm hoping to get him out of Vault. I think that's my best chance. At least I was able to attend raid properly this week. I think one week recently we like missed raid because of moving or something. And I didn't get a lot of Vault slots there. 40% more uptime on the rat. It's kind of nuts. Yeah. It's why it's so funny that they decided to call Soul Hunters an optional boss, because it's optional in the technical sense of the term. But practically everybody needs those boots, and they drop like what, 1? I don't know. You're gonna be killing that boss basically every time. Got the boots in the raid. I paid for a carry to get AOTC. Oh, nice. Hey, boots are boots.
Watch your step.
I'm wondering why that player that you're talking about even crafted boots to begin with. Why would you craft an embellished boots? Like, I wish I could craft an embellished boots, but I know that I'm going to have to replace them with the Reshi boots the first chance that I get. Hey. It's just such a weird thing to do this patch. It would be like crafting a cloak. It's like, don't do that. Stop. Put down the spark. Can a craft belt once they nerf it? Nice, yeah. I need to see if I can put any upgrades into my belt. I haven't run any upgrades in a while. Maybe actually that would help me heal Demencius. Oh, we have progression night. For a second I thought I was done, but I'm not. We have another raid night tonight. Oh, okay. Do I have crust to spend? Yeah. I have a few. Field dampeners destroyed. Oh, there's I delve also gives more crest. Yeah, but it would take me like 45 minutes. I don't think it's worth it. No, my guild allows streaming raid. I think other people may even do it sometimes. I just don't wanna stream it for me. I find that streaming raid makes me a bad streamer and a bad raider. It splits my focus and I need all my focus to raid. It's also not that interesting. I'm not Liquid. I don't know. It's not like content that would be interesting for the content's sake. And I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to try and use my friends for content, I guess. Besides, it's a bigger group of people. I want them to be able to relax and not be like broadcast on like a bigger channel. We watch you for you. Yeah. It's just nice to be able to not have to worry about being on for something like that. I might pay for a carry to get AOTC. Not sure I want to bother bugging heroic Doug Dimmadome. That's the first I've heard that one. Alright, we do it? Yeah, we did. Let's, oh, I was just about to right-click leave without even looting anything. Oopsies. Pardon me. Sad they're nerfing the belt this late. Should have done so by now. Maybe they thought it would get out-scaled a little faster. Oh, what is it? Do you hear that? You have a dream or something? Yeah. You can come sit with me if you want. I'm here. I want this one. Okay, now we can. I like the belt. It is one slot you don't have to worry about. I just hate stuff like that that makes it annoying to figure out what to craft. I guess actually if I didn't want to craft bracers, I could craft it. Well, I mean, I have hero track in both, I was going to say. Because I need to craft a piece with a writhing armor banding on it. I think I just need one more spark or a half a spark. Or maybe I would have gotten one this week. Do I have anything? I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I have the crest thing saved for it, but I don't like having required items in so many slots. That's how I feel. I feel it makes it so annoying to figure out what you want to craft and like where your upgrades even are when you have, like you're saying, required items in so many slots. Trying to juggle around your tier set plus all of these extra specific things, just kind of annoying. Tess, thank you very much for the 50-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Welcome back. Hope things are going well with you. Okay. We can turn in these.
You have my attention.
And now we're going back to the EcoDome. GG Brett, thank you very much for the 39-month resub. Hi Hazel, hope you're feeling better and all is well with the new house. Thank you very, very much. Feeling a little better today. Not 100%, but definitely on the upswing, which is good. I don't want to sit around and rest anymore. I'm bored. Okay. I got my arcane lure. And now we can go back to Tazavesh and do that. Did I tell you? I have a friend that is getting a book published. Congratulations to your friend. There's a dog named Moose in the book. You didn't? That's cute. Very good dog name. Recommend. I thought I was being such an incredible hipster when I named my dog that, and then we met like a couple other dogs named Moose in Victoria when we were there. It's not as unique, not all that unique, as it turns out, which is fine. Would think it's a Canadian pride thing, Canadian pride thing. I don't know. If anything, I feel a little annoying. I feel a little bit much with such a themed name. It's almost like a touristy thing to do. I just have a complex because I left for a while. 5 days off after dinner. I can't wait to spam the living daylights out of WoW. What's on your to-do list? I'm excited to be playing WoW a little more again after spending a few days on the couch, but I'm like kind of. Hang on a second. So I made the lure. And then somebody else spawned the guy. I'm wondering if I can double dip here. I'm gonna do this and then have a think. No. Okay, I have to use my lure in order to get credit for this quest. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if, because I already had the allure like collected for the sake of my quest, if I could get away with selling my lure basically after somebody else spawned it, and the answer is no. If I want this done for the achievement, I do need to use my lure. Alright, well, it was worth a try. Get into Mythic Plus and Raid. Haven't had the time to commit to it with work. Yeah, the raids are really fun. The keys are fun too, but the raids are really fun this season. I like getting around in the raid a little better this time than last time. I still get horrifically lost, but what are you gonna do? That's just me. But at least we're not getting hit in traffic this time. Slight improvement. Turn that one in. Should be a good chunk of rep. You were getting shot by lightning. It's true, and it's really funny too. It got a whole pack of us last night. Like 7 of us or so got absolutely smoked by the beam in the mana valve or whatever they call it. I'm always lost. Dawnbreaker makes me feel so dumb. I am exactly the same way in Dawnbreaker. If I don't have someone to follow, I'm doomed. To the point that I do the thing where, at the end of Dawnbreaker, you're following the boss and then to the last like spot, but you don't have to follow the boss. There's like a shortcut you can take to get there early. I almost always, unless I see a friend I can follow through the shortcut, will follow the boss because I know if I try and figure out where the shortcut is, I will get lost and die. I will. So because you have time to follow the boss anyways, I usually follow the boss under the bridge because it's not worth the risk of me trying to find my way around, because I will get lost because I am that dumb. Like, I have no context of where I am in space or where I'm going or where anything is or where I've ever been before. And it's impossible to explain it to me. There's just, I have just like wet cardboard up here when it comes to that specific kind of thing. So I have to follow something. Oh, man. Okay. Here we go. Only one more thing for Vigilante. Happy about that. How's our rep? We just got to 13, which means I can get some cosmetic shoulders. Maybe we'll go take a look at that. Please, Bliss, no more flying at keys. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I find it really disorienting. There's a rep vendor here somewhere. Isn't it over here? No. In here? No. Speaking of it. I can't remember anything. I could have sworn it was up in this area. It was like in a little bank looking thing. Maybe this way. Think we're gonna get car sections in Raid? I mean, we had it in Undermine because it made sense. I don't think they're in a hurry to do it again. Ooh, over here! Yeah, I'm never gonna remember this. I like indoor dungeons. The mansion one in BFA was awesome. I get lost in there too. Alright, so we're skipping Valor Stones. I'll take the key, that's fine. I'll take the crests. I'll take the resonance crystals. We're leaving the Valor Stones on there because I don't need them. I'm like capped. Ooh. Oh. It's not that cool. I thought it was going to be cooler than that. That's it. 1 pair of shoulders? Alright. If you say so. I want a dungeon where you're flying ship to ship like the opening section of Dawnbreaker. It's like another Dawnbreaker? Do I want to do... Let's go do these world quests first, and then we can maybe think about the Oasis. Should we do that? It sounds like more fun to do phase orbs. Maybe I'll just do the world quest at the beginning and give me gold. Gold. Yeah. Gold. You go. Flying in the one in Dragonflight, the outdoor one in the Onaran Plains. That one, I didn't love it, but I got used to it. But maybe that's just because I did that dungeon for the whole expansion. I have handy notes set to show me the phase diving orb locations. That's handy notes. Enjoyed Loot Ship and ICC. Don't think I've seen Dawnbreaker yet to get judge. Okay. I want to go in the portal. That's what we're doing. Got stuck in combat and that one could have nailed. Alright, up here, I think. Oh, requires phase dive. Should I go try and do him? Can I do him? I feel like I had one time I tried to and I couldn't kill him because he was hard. Maybe we won't worry about it. We'll go do a different world quest. Flying to the last boss. Sometimes you cut the corner and get zapped. The last boss in the Unarmed Plains dungeon, which for whatever reason I can't remember the name of the dungeon. It was the one that I never finished doing. There was like a mount that I could have farmed items off the last boss for, and I never finished it. It was another thing for the eternal to-do list. But they never intended, as far as I can tell, for you to cut that corner. But they couldn't, I don't know, they never like banned it either. Like they never went back in and made it impossible to do. Like they had that whole ramp they wanted you to run up and pull trash on, and it would dismount you. So you were supposed to do the last bit on foot, but like people figured out you could fly around the side, and then nobody ever ran up that ramp ever again. So it was like a weird thing, but it wasn't designed to be weird, but it was not designed to not be weird, if that makes any sense. Like they let us do the janky thing, which was still better than doing it like normally. The Breath of Onara. That was the mount that I never finished getting. The trash sucks. We pulled trash elsewhere. Yeah. It's like the old Shadow Meld skips. Once that was learned, all the high teams changed to Night Elf. The Coup Defensive. That's what it was called. That's right. Thank you. I think this is just for coffer key shards. We need a little bit of rep.
These crystals are incredible.
And then that's just for Valor Stones, so I don't even think we're going to worry about that. Especially because the rep is like 50. You get like 50 rep per. It's not really that big of a deal. I think I'm going to run to this one, actually. Flying to the last boss after the ghost boss. Yeah. I had to Google it. It was annoying me. I should be a little bit embarrassed. It wasn't even that long ago for me to have completely forgotten the name of the dungeon. It was last expansion. One person would go to the wrong ledge, you die. Yeah. I would sometimes pull trash from the point where you landed before getting to the last boss. Every now and then I would get a little too close to like a patrol, and I would just pull trash by accident. Okay. But usually if there's a tight squeeze where you have to be very specific in your pathing in order to avoid pulling trash, I'm going to pull it. Not every time, but almost every time. Often enough that sometimes my tank just gets sick of it and just pulls it anyway. It's like, instead of doing the skip, we're just going to take this pack. We may as well pull it when we mean to instead of when we don't mean to. If anybody is going to mess up and pull it, it's almost always going to be me. I hate super tight skips for that reason. That's why I'm glad I could prowl. I'm often guilty of, when we do have a stealthy in the group, of following the stealthy but forgetting that they're stealthed. Because that's usually how I manage to get through things when I'm not sure of like where I'm going to aggro stuff, is by following somebody else. Because I'm like, well, they didn't aggro it and they're standing right there, so I should be fine. But then I'll forget that sometimes people will stealth. Gets me into trouble. This is for another 1,000 gold or so. Don't follow the stealth kitty. I haven't played any alts really this patch at all. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I think as soon as they let us into player housing, I think this expansion is over for me. If there's anything that we want to do in this zone, I need to do it now, or forever hold my peace. My friend always tries to do a skip after the menagerie boss in streets, and even though I cage the closest mob, pugs often keep pulling. Yeah. It's me. I'm the pug, it's me. A lot on your plate during this patch. I have, but I always have some excuse or another. There's always something. I'm always telling myself I'm gonna do XYZ thing after everything calms down. Things never calm down. There's always something going on. I like that player housing's gonna be a thing. I feel guild halls missed opportunity. I mean, guild neighborhoods are kind of. I guess it's. I guess I don't know what specifically you're looking for with guild halls. It's definitely something I've heard people ask for before. I like world quests. I know that's kind of boring and basic of me, but I've always really liked, especially when there's gold on them. I just like going around on a little tour and doing a bunch of little fiddly things and then just getting some stuff. You know, this is one of my favorite pieces of content to do. I like early patch rep because it kind of incentivizes doing all of the world quests. I'm gonna do a little bit of looking around for phase orbs before I consign myself to doing EcoDome because it sounds like fun. I love the Koresh ones a lot. Guild halls could come in later. Hello, hello. Dragonflight world quest for fun. How are things going with you today? Alright, let's check for Orbeez. Could be one over here, perhaps. Oh yeah, if I'm gonna do orbs, I should probably do them in Tazavesh. The mobs are denser, but the spawn points are a lot denser as well. Don't be fooled by the orb above my head. That is from my trinket. That is my Nexus King's command. Yeah, if we're gonna do this, we should do it in Tazavesh. Have a little more tea. I managed to hang 4 of my acoustic foam panels yesterday. I have quite a few of them, so it's kind of a big job. So I figure I'm just gonna do it like a couple at a time. Can take a few weeks. Behold this quote from the book I am reading. She is a flame in the dark, and the night is full of moths. Oh, I see. Here we go. This. How many boxes do you have left? The same amount that I had yesterday. What's it to you? None in my office, anyway. My office is unpacked. I still have to rebuild the lamp. I got the plushies put up on a shelf anyway for the moment. There's no Ormy here. There's a few up this way. Too many? No. We're almost unpacked. There's a couple boxes in the corners. We haven't been unpacking these last couple of days because we've both been really sick. But I think there's 1 or 2 in the laundry room. I think there's 1 or 2 in the corner of the living room. I've got like 1 in the corner of the bedroom that's got some clothes still, and then like a blanket that needs to go into a storage bin. But it's a lot easier, I think, unpacking when you've upsized than when you've downsized. This place is bigger than the last place that we were in, and it has more closets, and it has more cabinets and storage and whatnot. So it's just a matter of picking a place for things. I also ended up downsizing a decent amount. I thought I was going to see so many Orbeez. I thought there was going to be orbs everywhere. Where'd they go? What happened? If I don't find any after a full lap of the city, I'm just gonna go to EcoDome. I know there's one that like hides over by the kitty cats over here. I found that sort of prose to be very nice. Previous chapters depicting how the fiery copper hair, something the character equally loves and hates about herself. LFR Demencius True Hard Mode. I've heard it's awful. Part of me is like morbidly curious. I think it's also that you're going to get a lot of people doing it in spite of it being kind of a mess because they want the Hearthstone. There's the cosmetic Hearthstone toys off of Demencius this time. So I think that that's going to keep people going into the meat grinder even when they've realized that they are the meat. The orbs are on a cop orb brick. Well, we had at least 1 orb. I just had detritus, though. These big bump heads really bully me. They kind of hurt. There's quite a few of them, and they're pretty mean. Let's go this way. Got people to stop instantly pulling the boss. We killed him in 1 or 2 tries. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a... Oh, they make you coordinate that in LFR then, huh? Like the taking the portal over thing? That's kind of mean. That's funny. We had problems with that on normal. Finally beat the Delve boss hard mode. Feel like I can sleep for a week. I like the visual effect of everybody porting in at the same time at the end of a countdown to go fight Demencius. But the fact that it pulls as soon as you port over there. Okay, I'm already there. Maybe we're this way. 633 tries in hard mode Kaiveza. Holy moly. Terrible in LFR. You wipe over and over. You don't even get stacks. Is it because you haven't been in combat long enough, or did they take the stacks mechanic out? Okay. I am over the orb searching. It's not going well. Let's just go do... Let's go do... EcoDome, huh? Let's go to the EcoDome. See if we get anything cool this week. From our box. Demencius is kind of an annoying one to wipe on as a holy priest because I have like a few different ways to stand up after a wipe, which is great for rezzing people. Sometimes if the boss wipes while I'm still in angel form, it'll just pop me back into human without even using my cheat death thing. Or not human. It'll pop me back into life once the boss resets, and then I'm back and I can res people. Or I have like a cheat death thing after angel form that can work as well. But when you're on Demencius, when you pop back up, you're on the platform where he's gonna respawn, and you'll die as soon as he gets back anyways. Like, there's no way to kind of get back to where... Like, I have to jump off and die again after I stand up. It's a lot of extra death going on for me. Wait, the first few times to devour because people were hitting the boss. Oh no. Alright, we have dailies and we have campaign. Let's just have at it and make this list a little shorter, shall we? As a shaman, I can totally see why that is terrible. There's a few fights in the raid that are like that as well. I had issue wiping on the first boss for the same reason. You would wipe on it. Oh. Nieka, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hope you had a lovely stream. Photograph this one. Bugs. Oh, hang on. I forgot we had to do this one with a selfie. Oh, boy. Hi, Hazel. Enjoy your stream. Thank you very, very much. Did we get him? Listen, it's hard being a gnome. He's totally in the shot. Oh, dear. Yeah, the first boss does that as well, because you'll res, but you'll be behind the walls, like if you die later in the fight. Oh, I did get the credit. I wonder why I didn't notice. That works. Look at the camera. I swear she looks at it like she doesn't quite know how it works. Like, it's very much the, is this thing on kind of expression. I wouldn't mind these ones so much if you could, move. Oh, that one counts. You can get a few of them from one vantage point sometimes, but it's annoying that you can't walk. I haven't seen the raid yet, been scared of the LFR boss. Yeah, LFR is often harder than normal, but I think in this case it's like especially harder than normal. That one count? No, too far. Too far. How was raid? It was good. We killed Nexus King Saladar. He's down. We're now only heroic Dimensius left. And we managed to get him to the first platform anyway. We managed to get through P1. It's pretty tight, but we'll work on it more tonight. I don't think we're going to kill Dimensius this week, but we can do some progress on it for sure. Oh, maybe I got this one right. There we go. Now where Salabar changes. I didn't know what I don't know what they did. I guess good, because we killed it. I wasn't feeling very good. I was just happy that I showed up to raid it all. Yay, progress. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better today too. I'm hopefully on the way up. I feel a little weird right now, but I think that's just because of the cold meds that I took this morning. I think my body's just trying to figure out what to do with them. That's Hydra Bites. We're not doing that. I want to do this one. No, not that one. Shutterbug. Oh, no, there he is. Who put hats on these bugs? Sir Cutington. This one. Seems like something Chromie would do. Maybe it's good for tourism. Alright, we'll turn in these two. See where we're at.
Put your hopes in the sun.
And then food shipment. You do get a lot of rep. You get a lot of Koresh Trust rep for doing these weeklies. Here, let's do Ridge Racer. Slateback Alpha challenged. Hit 20 this week. Nice, congratulations. What do you get for that? There was an augment rune or something on Koresh Trust at some point, wasn't there? Get a title. There's a mount. Yeah, ethereal augment rune's on 18. Is it expensive? I like missed the news blurb for that one this time around. 100k. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I feel like midnight's gonna be so soon, I might just skip it.
Fortune and wealth to you.
I might just not. The usual 100k, sadly. New house coming together. Signal that you are ready to race. I keep saying I'm gonna buy it, but yeah. The fact that we're already progressing on Heroic Dimensius at this stage of the expansion, I feel like I can get away with not doing it. I feel like I can get away without it. I'm gonna save my 100k, I think. I don't have to beat this thing, do I? I just have to run it. Oh, it's getting away. Wait for me. It has twice as many legs as I do, and they're like 9 times as long. Maybe for key pushing. Yeah, if we get like hard stuck, but usually there's like a cost benefit analysis where you can, the price of regular runes tanks whenever the perma rune comes out because of supply and demand. And you can kind of take that number whenever you have it and do the math of how many runes would I need to buy and use before I was better off buying the other one. And if I really need runes to push keys, you know, it's almost always better. You're almost always better off to not buy the perma rune. You're almost never going to use it enough times to make it worth it. But it's more about the psychology of not wanting to press a spend 1,000 gold button. Okay. Let's do the Hydrobites. I like that one. That one's nice and easy. Weirdly enough, on EU, at least, price for normal runes went up because the perma was reachable. You can still get the normal ones for free from the Undermine Raid Renown thing. Oh. I never finished my Undermine Raid Renown. $13.99. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what they are on an A. Usually they tank when the perma one becomes more like widely available. They're still selling for over 1k. I mean, a lot of people probably aren't at 18 yet. I would give it another couple weeks before I expect the price to tank. I think just because you can get there, I think a lot of people are probably taking it at a more reasonable pace. But there may also be a few people that do the same thing that I'm kind of talking about, where we look at like 100k and go, ooh, about that. Yeah, 18 is hard if you didn't do Darkmoon Fair or the weekly dungeon quests. Reminds me, I have a prior request for dungeon rep. I could do a follower dungeon. Kanar, thank you very much for the 37-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Oh, I think I missed that fishy. Nice, okay. So we'll leave the food run and the anima reclamation alone for now. And get working on that campaign. Where do they want me to do this? Catch a ball 10 times while playing with your Necro pup. It seems one of the Necro you brought back was pregnant, so I've been dealing with a newborn all day. Thank you. I'm sorry, Necro bear live young? They seem like egg-laying kind of creatures. Okay. Oh, it's this one. Oh, okay. Here, let's go find a not sandy spot to do this, shall we? Maybe some grass. TIL. Did they start showing this this little marker early? Or did my ball just vanish? Did we break it? Here we go. You go get that one. And I'll go get this one. This is weird. Maybe there's somebody else doing it in the same area? No, that's where he's going next. It's just getting ahead of itself. That's confusing. So I catch it here, and then he's gonna catch it right there. It's almost like they're trying to make it easier by giving you more time to know where to go. I feel like they probably hotfixed it to be like this to make it easier. And I'm just finding it to be like really confusing. Because he's going to that one, and then he's gonna throw it to... this is his spot though. This isn't my spot. Yeah, that's worse. Don't we get ray mats out of eggs? Necro ray eggs, yes. Necro ray eggs were definitely a thing that's burned into my psyche. Maybe I'll go back and do this on the sand. I did the whole thing, Darkman Fairbuff, Dungeon Weekly, all the way within World Quest. Wanted to reach 20 fast, got it yesterday, shortly after reset. Nice. Yeah, I'm at 13. I know there was the rune on here, but I decided not to worry about it too closely, because I figure, like, I'm going to be doing the weeklies for a while for cosmetics collecting anyway. And I know I usually end up, like, well over capping these reps without any strains, so I didn't feel like there should be any rush for me. I didn't want any of this stuff in short notice. Hey, Swole. Hello. How you doing? Happy Thursday. I really want to get the EcoDome stuff, like, complete. It's not my favorite content. I kind of had higher hopes for it. It sounded cute on paper. And I was like, oh, it kind of just sounds like a bunch of quests, but surely it's going to be, I don't know, structured in a way that's at least a little different than that. I think the random delve rep at the end of a bountiful can also be Koresh rep. Oh. There we go. Dreadful. Very disappointing. I think we finished the quest line later this week. Yeah. Necro gunk. Okay. You betcha. It is lots of, you do get a lot of Koresh rep for doing the weeklies anyway. That's probably where a lot of mine is from. I'm gonna take a short break. 1 minute. BRB. Someone explain why we cannot enter current expansion raids without a raid group. Every week I have to join random world boss groups and 15 characters to grab the free augment runes from Liberation of Undermine. Oh man, that is annoying. You can't just like list a custom group and then convert it to raid, and that won't work. I feel like I've tried that before. Although, I would be lying to you if I told you I knew about the rune dispenser and not Undermine. I probably didn't get my Undermine, my Liberation of Undermine rep high enough to even do it, if we're being honest. Alright, is this gunk? Nope, that's Torn of Birth. So, we're tranquilizing them, and we're scraping gunk. Sounds about right. Oh, man. Candy, do you want to sit in my lap? You wanna go? Oh, sorry, I know. I put my notebook down there. I got you. This is a great place to sit. You come sit with me. We're getting Necro gunk. It's good. It's really fun. I wonder if we're gonna get any pets this week from our box. Should do. Something maybe. Have yet to do world boss. Can't seem to find groups. The world boss is pretty annoying this patch. Use story mode. Your loyalty reward card to port to the hotel lobby. Oh. Interesting. That's Nicotemos. Hi. Hi. You're sweet. I love kitty. I love all kitties, but I love you best. You're real nice. Are you happy to have your scratching post back? Yeah. Greetings. Greetings, Day. How you doing? How is your great European adventure? Day is amazing. Nice. Are you eating lots of good food out there? There we go. Got a dupe from a box, knowing that you can get the same pet twice, considering it's a once a week thing. A lot of things to get. Yeah. I'm hoping that they're at least cageable, so that you'd be able to kind of like trade them with other people or like sell them, I guess, and then buy the ones you're missing if it comes to it. Hiked 15 kilometers into a remote village today. Currently enjoying a beer while it's people watching. Before I have to return and pack because I'm flying home tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, gee, the food out here. Is it spectacular? Is there anything that you want to try and make when you get home? It's amazing. Oh, we haven't finished our waggle dances. Oh, it's over there. That's 15 kilometers is a really good hike. Usually if I do 10, my feet are like mad. Even with like good hiking shoes on. Most of the food out here is delicious, but not pretty. All the best food is meat and bread culture. As a bread-based being, I can I can vote in favor of this. Bread's great, very different from Western Europe. Handy Notes is showing phase orbs on the map. You can go into your Handy Notes map settings, and you can turn things off and on, and it's the phase lost and found is what toggles that. Okay, a couple more things to turn in. Honeybees. Honeybees are fully integrated into the ecosystem. What do they say? Has become a foundation species of the Oasis. Okay. We finished one of them.
With funding comes salvation.
Lasso 6 tranquil necrorays. Bring them to the hitching post by Ontalad. Okay. So Ontalad is here. There's a hitching post maybe over here? Yeah. Hazel sounding much healthier today. Yeah, doing a lot better. Still feeling a little congested, but it'll clear up soon, hopefully. Desserts are great. Lots of baklava, that sort of style of desserts. I think it's included in Handy Notes. Hey, you need to have like War Within, the War Within treasures for handy notes, but let me see what it's called actually. Yeah. Wow. You happy? Kitty, do you like the new house? Can you share your thoughts? What do you think? How is it? Thoughts are more treats. For me, the event really boring, so generic. Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't mind like the quests themselves. I just don't know that they were incentivized very well. I think that having like all of the cosmetics in one weekly box is the most boring way they possibly could have done that. I guess it's easy to understand, so there's that. Treats are life, but also cuddles. Oh, you're so cute. It's not ready yet. Oh no, someone else is that one. That's okay, we can just take it back. We can do it on ground. I'm kind of scared to fly because I don't want to lose them. I've broken a bunch of quests doing that. You won't lose it. Why is there such a long cooldown on this? Oh no. Mouse troubles. Feels like a big quest line, don't really have any feeling. No attachment, probably don't remember it after this patch. Arrived from an unexpected morning nap. Hello? Hello! I hope you had a very good nap. If you're napping in the morning, you probably really need it. Sometimes I wonder how YouTube reads my mind. Reading about lady vampires, and YouTube decided to show me a 10-month-old video of Dracula's brides. Yeah, the algorithm will do that. They're pretty good at it. Skynet's watching. Yeah. I think we would maybe all be a little weirded out to know exactly how much they know about us, whether we decide to give them info or not. Didn't expect to wake up before 6 a.m., but brains are sometimes brains. Happy to have you with us now. We're having a nice little crash morning, getting caught up on my EcoDome stuff. Very happy. The algorithm gets what I like wrong a lot. That's a thing. Thank you. You're so cute. Sounds like you're feeling better today. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Sounds like some chill gaming. I had a little bit of a hard time getting out of bed, but I think I was just groggy because of the NyQuil I took last night to sleep. I don't think it was out of my system yet. Alright, we're cleaning some congealed lumps, if that doesn't sound like a good time. I did raid, yeah, we raided. We did progression, we killed Nexus King Saladar on Heroic, so we're progressing on Heroic Dimensius now. He's something. Lumps. Clean. Oh, maybe these ones. That one is super cool. Yeah, it still feels like a last boss to me, but it's not the last boss. Love how they telegraphed mechanics. I'm glad that I didn't really watch any of the Race to World first, but I'm glad that my raiders did because it means that they're all kind of familiar with a lot of the heroic mechanics for Dimensius, I haven't seen a lot of them because we didn't test Demencius on PTR. But a lot of them were things that people like watched Echo and Liquid progress on, so someone knows what's going on. Not me. Only done it on normal so far, but really enjoyed it. Yeah, I like it on normal a lot. Much catch-up and WoW waiting for me. You've been busy, you've been living life, you've been out there. You've been hiking into remote villages. Here we go, there we go, gold news. Oh, I must have finished my weekly. Let's see if we got anything new. Drum roll. What do we get? We got a scrappy thorntail. I needed that one. This little thorntail just loves to get into scraps and scrapes with its greatest foe, leopards. Pet your scrappy thorntail. Yeah. I don't know why I don't find him cute anymore. Why is his head so big? Why? He looks like he's gonna stand on his hind legs and start talking to me like Zootopia. He's kind of freaking me out. Oh man, it's not that they can't make cute pets. They can, but it's just a little wonky. They're all a little bit too Pixar now.
Everything I've done has been for caress.
All right, zooming Necro Ray challenged and race finished. There's so many pets. It feels like you're guaranteed one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to buy or sell it, but I am curious. I'm going to Undermine exchange. I'm going to check the global prices for the one that I just got. I wonder what they're worth. Scrappy. Oh my gosh, I can't type. Scrappy Thorntail. Okay, so on Lightbringer, 70k. Globally, US realms, cheapest one is 11k. And the median price is about 55 for that particular pet. And I'm sure that's probably similar for any of them because I bet you they have the same drop rate. Okay, can we race yet? No. Or racing in this sense of the word. Yeah, I don't love these races. Oh, it waited for me. That's nice. Oh, I thought I was winning, but I'm not. Hey guys, hello. How you doing, D'Angelo? Part of me wants to not even worry about the campaign, but it's gonna bite me if I abandon it. I know it's gonna. They're gonna put it on some meta achievement or another that I'm gonna want to finish. No, running looks fun. They've got a lot of wind resistance. You'd think that levitating would help. I'm getting rid of a lot of friction from my feet. There we go. The Barthos. The Barthos is those. Scrapping the last week is selling my gear, which is even better than I have. I had to turn it off because it was getting rid of stuff that I needed to. I was really frustrated by that. Careful, kitty cat.
Oh, the thrill of a hunt.
Here we go. Okay, so we've done... Oh man, there's two more.
With funding comes salvation.
Untethered space enter. Oh, and there's another one. Okay, so now we have the same necro thing, but like as like a daily or a weekly or whatever. Which I don't really want to do, but I should do it for the ecological variety quest anyway. I guess I could always not do it and then worry about doing it next week when I need it for the thing. Just know the whole. They wouldn't put Chetmate on a meta chief. I would bet on that. Not part-timer. It seems like it's bad enough for its own sake. Okay, let's see. It is 10:37. They want me to enter our face space for this quest, but we also had necrorays that we could do. They're totally gonna put part-timer on there. Yeah. Oh, somebody else got that one already. If they put it on the meta, I will admit I was wrong. Oh, never admit, never surrender. This one's kind of a little bit tough to do when there's a bunch of other people doing it in the same area. Well, it's a little different. You don't have to click on them once you've got them down. No, we don't have AOTC yet. We just started progressing on Dimensius. We've got another progression night on him tonight, but I'm not anticipating that we kill it tonight. Our DPS is really good, but I need to get my healing up. I don't think we're going to make the general HPS requirements. I guess as we clean things up, maybe. But it seems really tight right now with the gear and the stuff that we have. 2 more of these guys. 1. And 2. Usually I don't still have veteran gear on by the time that we're progressing the last boss on heroic. My gear is usually in slightly better shape. Don't like the intermission in Dimensius with the flying platforms, DPSing ads, dodging the slams. Yeah, I don't terribly mind it. I've definitely flown myself into a meteoroid a few times. I don't have anyone to blame but myself for that. Yeah, I've got veteran boots, and I have a champion neck, and I have a champion ring, and 2 champion trinkets. Normally my gear would be a little stronger by this point in progression, I think. I think we just cleared faster. We cleared pretty fast. Our DPS are cranking. Alright, into Untethered Space. Have a myth track trinket that is kind of garbage. Oh no. I have a socket that I'm holding on to because I don't want to socket my random hero track stuff. I'd rather save a socket, like an unused socket for a myth item. But I may or may not be able to get a myth item. It's kind of hard to guarantee. Flyer Essence. Oh, all the way over here. Okay. Oh. We don't need to be in face space right here. We need to be in face space over there. Has been a tough raid to heal. Yes and no. It's hard to say. We have a healer guesting with our raid this patch that's very, very good. So I think that we're getting a little carried in that respect. But I've also been all over the place. I've been not as prepared as I normally would be because of the move and everything. I've just been like barely showing up to raid, if anything. So it's kind of hard to say how much of it is the fault of the raid and how much of it is extenuating circumstances. Okay, flyer essences. These guys? Yeah. Pardon me? But it's coming along. We've progressed, so it can't be that bad. We would be hard stuck if it wasn't coming together. I want a new healer main. Shaman's too easy now. Oh, man. Too easy. Okay. Where are you going? You're a bird. Fly up here. Don't. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's hitting me through the cliff. Are you serious? Oh, an Orby. No. I really thought that entangled or enraged Karakshade was going to be able to come over that little ledge. I did not think that lip was going to stymie it so hard. Guess she's always been easy, which is why I picked it up. I mean, sometimes easy is what you want. Sometimes you want your class to play really, really smoothly so that you can spend all of your effort working on mechanics or, you know, whatever else it is that you want to be doing. I don't know if I want to fight that tower. I need the anima, but I'm scared. Kitty's getting back into her blanket nest. Those big guys hurt. I mean, it's for a decent chunk of rep. I don't know if I really want to, though. I would almost rather be back in Undermine doing shipping and handling than this. I guess we're getting close to the end of the campaign, at least for EcoDome. What is the easiest healer? Resto Shaman? Oh. This is the first patch I've heard anything about Resto Shaman being easy. Is the dominant spec just like a pretty straightforward one? Healing right under everyone, spam chain heal when you're freaking out. Did you finish all your checklists? No, I'm about halfway there. I'm 50 of 100. I haven't even done my weeklies yet this week. Do that. Get a little bit of reputation. Maybe a little miscellaneous mechanica. I have 16 miscellaneous mechanica. I'm saving up to 25 for my first mount. It's going to be a very big day. You didn't sing the song. What's... Do I normally sing a song? But plus 10 for the first time ever today as a rested druid. Congratulations. How did it go? You have fun? Healing tense is really hard. Oh, if you stay halfway there, you have to sing the song. Just in my head, though. We don't want him to come after us. Yeah, I feel like if I don't do EcoDome, I'm gonna regret it, but it's slightly like pulling teeth trying to get myself to do it. The Locust Swarm AoE trash stresses me out so bad. Oh, for Arakara, yeah. Last boss. Totemic kind of broke Shaman because of all the procced chain heals. Farseer is supposed to be good this tier, so may change the game. Okay. Tend to make stupid mistakes trying to find the black blood pools. Usually while I'm healing, I'll just ping the blood workers whenever I see them in a good spot to try to like make sure there's like a good spread of blood pools available for that phase. I'll just kind of keep an eye on them because you don't want to hit them too early, otherwise they're going to be dropping their pools like super far away. But you do need to be killing them, otherwise there's not going to be any pools at all. Pulling 3 big beetles who all do the swarm, not ideal for healers. Yeah, just a teeny tiny little bit. Just an itty bitty bit. I should do that Devour attack on Tazavesh for the, there's a mount. I'm not going to get the mount, but, you know, progress on the mount. I'm 8 out of 20 of the animapods. I need more.
I swore an oath to restore my word.
Insert the S's and create a Kurok? Is that how this works? I guess so. I was fine. It was just everyone else around me who melted into goo.
Everything I've done has been for the
Life wisdom: if you find a local store that sells your favorite shade of lipstick, and that lipstick is kind of hard to come by, buy 2 tubes of it. Yeah, as long as you don't open the other one. Should last for a while if it's sealed. We want to do this Devour attack. Oh, it's almost here. Wait! Wait for me! This will actually be good for my questing. First Arakara boss, really rough in lower keys, lost a lot of groups. Very much finding myself in this. Yeah, makeup's really fun for that. One devoured energy pawn, that's what they're called. So yeah, 9 of 20. I don't think I'm gonna be the fastest person at that, but we are chipping away at it. It's coming along. Oh, so Tharbs is up. Oh no, I'm gonna miss him. He had 30% health. Oh. He drops a mount that I have not yet managed to get. I'm never gonna make it in time. You sound healthier. How are you? Not too bad. On the mend, I think. Still a little congested, but doing much better today. Okay. Yeah, no, he's down. And what do you got? Void shielding parts in the Emerald Garrison.
Put your hopes in the trust.
20 gold from that. Snakes and Kuroks. Okay. We're almost there. Just keep at it. One little piece at a time. Okay, we're going way up that way. I wonder if there's people that just refuse to use the teleports, the phase space teleports, and just fly everywhere because you can. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's a rare over here. You could drop me slippers. I like slippers. Fly more than I should. Does that count? Yeah. What day's Thursday? Oh. Trying to figure out when my birthday stream is going to be. I think it'll be this Sunday. My birthday is technically on Monday, but I don't stream Monday, so we can. I'll put a party hat or something on Sunday. There are teleporters? Yeah, whenever you're in phase space, you can just zoop around between all of the different phase space pads. Void shielding pads. Oh yeah, here we go. You better see Moose with a birthday hat on. I wonder if I should try and make a cake or something. You're doing the gold making challenge to buy the hero version like you did with War Within? Kind of! Although I've been making gold mainly just by doing weekly quests when I can and hoping that gold happens to me. I need, I think, 2 more tokens. I can almost afford 1 more. I think the last one's I'm not gonna make though. I think the price is gonna run away from me. Lived in enough to enjoy your birthday? Yeah, I hope so. I don't really know what we're gonna do to celebrate it. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. I don't know. My partner's been asking what I want to do or what I want, and I don't have an answer. Aside from I want to do something, but I don't know what, because we're in a completely new place. I don't know. It might turn into nothing. It's not a milestone birthday or anything. I'm turning 33. It's not like I'm turning 40 or 30 or anything super momentous like that. I got a house, you know. Call that my birthday present. Not every year you buy yourself a house for your birthday. They got traded 900k for a trinket from Heroic Raid. Remember, we still got 1 to 3 augment runes from the Liberation of Undermine. I've never in my life gotten an augment rune from Liberation of Undermine. People have been talking about this all day today, and it's the first time I've ever heard of it. I don't think I did enough of it. I bet you I don't have enough renown for it. Stay home, play music loudly, because you can now. You can. I know, sometimes I still find myself reaching for the remote to like turn the TV down, and then I'm like, wait, why? For what? For who? Slot machine. 1 is guaranteed at some point. High renown gives up to 3. Not sure of the level. Yeah. I didn't do very much of that renown. I don't think I got very much of it done. I got the teleport. I got the silver card, but I think that was like the first one. Raid renown 14. What did I get to? 11. So that's why. That would be it. What's funny is I don't even think I missed a raid night with my guild or anything. I just didn't do anything extra. I killed Gallywix a few times and then that was it. I don't even think we killed him more than twice. I think we pretty much, people were done with the raid and we took a big break. Nice. Okay. I was looking for coordinates for an achievement and the guy I was looking for patrolled over to me. Sometimes mob finds you. You know what I would like to spend time doing that I don't know if I will, but it would be kind of fun? Is doing Siren Isle stuff to get more Flame Blessed Iron and buy more of those cosmetics. I didn't get very far into that. And I know I'm gonna go back and do it eventually, I just don't know when. Okay, back to the EcoDome. I know they confirmed Turbo Boost was coming. We're assuming that Turbo Boost means dinars. I didn't hear them, although maybe they did, because I missed all kinds of stuff. I didn't hear them confirm verbatim that Turbo Boost is going to mean dinars again. But it did last time, so. What are your percentages in original zones? I don't know.
I swore an oath.
That's a good question. I'm 51% on this zone. Alright. Speak with Venari outside the Oasis. Probably not very good. Probably not very good at all. Last time Turbo Boost was when they added extra upgrade levels to Myth Track gear. They added dinars. They added like a, what was it? Something else.
With funding comes
I'm ready.
foundation.
I don't know what I'm ready for. I'm crafting a void shield. Oh, it's a Simon Says quest, okay. Arcane filter. They did confirm coming via PTR notes 21 days ago. Gotcha. 50% in Koresh. It seems... Oh, another arcane filter. I mean, it's probably just a lot of quest gear. Like, I don't feel like I've actually gotten a lot of stuff. I've done about half of the Phase Lost and Found. I'd love to get the other half of it, but I'm not getting very lucky. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, uncapped crests too. I did like that. Not that I'm at my crest caps right now, but... Soon after 11.25 for dinars, but the extended hero and myth tracks will be on initial release. Gotcha. I had like 1.5k gilded crests at the end of the last season. Holy.
Put your hope in the trust. My fortune for the world that was.
Oh, there are birds. Am I just photographing them from down here? No. Is the answer to that. That did not work. Up we go. Maybe we have to stand on these things. Yeah, that makes more sense. I feel like I should have gotten more than 3. Not doing very good at this. Maybe there's another spot we can stand. Wind catcher. Oh, that's for a different quest. Let's try it over here. There we go. Much better. Sounds like you need to kill a myth boss again. Oh. Okay, let's see. We must be almost finished the Karak chain. Never say that actually. I'm vacuuming the birds? It said bird bath and it said wash them and it's given us an anima vacuum. Alright, that's fine. Happy with that. I think it sucks the turn off. I guess I'm just getting hung up on their use of the verb wash. If you told me to wash my floor and you handed me a vacuum, I would give you a funny look until you get out of my house. I would do my own chores. Yeah, not so much water. You gotta air wash them. Mm-hmm. That's fine. One more. Before we turn the EcoDome into a Barbie funhouse and put in a pool that I can place the birds in. Okay.
You got anything neat?
And another one. This is the campaign that never ends. Shrunk and collected. Okay. I mean, this would be great for Valor Stones if I was out of Valor Stones. We're just kind of permacapped on them. I spent like 300 of them on basically nothing for, just for a trading post credit, and I'm already stuck on them again. We have more stuff on Friday. What's on Friday? Oh, new campaign. The last one, huh? Yeah. We can do it. We can do it. I'm not out of patience. I'm not out of patience. The mount for this month is pretty. Love the effects. The trading post one? It's nice. I'm happy they decided to give us the green one for filling your bar, because I liked that one better between the green and the orange one anyway. So I'm happy that that was the free one. You're either capped for weeks or you're perma out. Dragonflight, I used to really struggle with them, but not so much these days. I think it's good. It means that I'm doing more content for other reasons. Chat lists give you tons of Valor Stones as well. Crests are my enemy. I get weekly cap by Tuesday night. Can't upgrade anything else. Yeah, I missed a week or so of keys because of being sick, and I'm never gonna catch up on crests. I'm sure eventually. Any news in Employee of the Month? I heard in chat, and I didn't go to independently verify this, but I heard that it's been either fixed or discovered so that once a month, the player on a given server that did the most chat lists on one character in a day, I think is what someone told me. Okay, so now we have a race. Wish they would overhaul the stone crest upgrade system. Be happy if the stones cost for lower gear, crest for higher tracks. Think they made that up? Not true? Spam the heck out of chat list for like 2 months to get the 100 out of the way. Race completed. Over here, maybe? Maybe this one they'll let us actually fly. Yeah. Okay, I finally get to ride the creature this time. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, I can't do it, it's too hard. Oh boy. Oh man. The hand eye is not where it needs to be. Or maybe not at 100% quite yet. 3 more chances at the Peacekeeper mount this week. I finally want to be free of this garbage farm. I guess you can finally farm it again. Or something. Alright. Yeah, at least we didn't have to try it again. 70 seconds. I feel like that is not gonna get me any medals. Alright, there we go. So there's only one storyline left. It's not available right now. It will be. Oh, I gotta do it again. Gotta do it one more time. It will be available, I guess, tomorrow, huh? This better be worth it. Apparently 0.0011% of players have Employee of the Month complete. Yeah. Doesn't seem like it has been working correctly this whole time. If indeed it is now, I don't know. I'm just gonna do 50 more chat lists. I'm halfway there. Maybe I'll do one today. Much better. That was 58 seconds. We took like 12 seconds off of it. Nice. Okay. So we're close to finishing these two. Gosh, Gosh, fully integrating. That's probably just a function of doing daily quests or weekly quests or some kind of quest for them. Speaking of chat lists, let's have a look at chat lists. I think that is quite enough EcoDome. I still have the food run. And I think for those two, I'll just hold on to them. Hazel, how the heck are you doing? Hi, Jans. I'm doing all right. How you doing? Looking forward to some nice Demencia's progression tonight. Did you ever get your pizza? Did you have it like super late or what? Liberation of Undermine raid portal handy. Doesn't share a cooldown with the dungeon portals.
I have many wares.
Okay. I did get my pizza. It showed up like 15 minutes after I showed up to raid. Super fast grabbed it when I died on a pole. Oh man. It's the best way to do it. You just gotta make sure you're not getting battle resed, because I've done that before. That's awkward. Like you die and you go AFK and they try and res you and you're like, ooh. Bad news. So I want to do my weeklies. I want to do my chat list. Those are kind of the main things we're after here.
Hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
And we want to pick whatever reputation we're closest to Exalted. So Blackwater looks like is the next one up on the list here.
Welcome to the best place ever.
Trying to get Paragon caches for the sake of Miscellaneous Mechanica. Gonna do 6 of 8 Heroic Raid again tomorrow. Hope I get one of the 3 items I'm after this time. Ring from the first boss, Antenna from Loom, Soul Hunter's Boots. Nice. Okay. Alright, scrap easy. Cruising easy. Probably a side gig as well. I like an excuse just to come back and take the car for a little spin. I'm gonna do Undermine till you get all the mounts. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna do Undermine at least today. I don't think I have any commitments or any long-term plans. You know, if it seems fun next week, I'll do it again next week. Oh, this is an ACZ one. We'll just do that one side gig for the chat list.
Well.
I definitely want to finish part-timer. Just because I've gotten stubborn about it. I want to get at least one Miscellaneous Mechanica mount. Getting them all sounds tough. Getting all 3 of them sounds real hard. But it doesn't seem like a huge deal to just come back and do your weeklies, and it does give a decent chunk of rep. Clearing all the world quests takes a little longer. There's some good gold in there, though. At least for now. Kind of doing a round on my main each week and then 5 from there. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's more fun if I don't make any commitments. I'd like to buy another collector boost event. Oh, man. I liked it a lot, but I don't know. I'm not ready for another one yet. Doing the world quest and special assignment, very good for gold making and alts. Yeah. Trying to do a 10 EcoDome my DH over lunch break, but these pugs are trifling. Not trifling. I like it when my pug's custard. Okay.
What you got?
I find the hardest weekly to get done is the surge pricing one. Like, I know when surge pricing is going to be, but getting a job done in the window sometimes evades me.
Which side you on?
Nope, not doing
Watch
that.
it out there. Stay sharp. Watch it out there.
That one. Do a little scrap ticket. Heard EcoDome is the easiest to do. Scrapping. 87% here. I think I could get closer if I spent some more resonance crystals on sets off the vendor, but it's hard to justify when sometimes they don't give you all of the pieces in the set. Worm boss doesn't do much. Shield boss, slam lizards into. Final boss where you take back your soul. I mean, it sounds easy when you say it like that. Just do the mechanics and it's easy. Haven't done one of my DH yet. Need KSM to catalyze my myth track shoulders. I have I'm still I struggle to heal the last boss of EcoDome. It takes some doing for sure. I'm not always fast enough on my feet to get all my soul pieces in time. Oh, this is just a world quest. Oh, 800 gold. I think we were just trying to get to a scrap pile. I think it's what was going on. Last boss is only hard to heal if people can't get their things. Easier in some classes. On Druid, I have a million buttons I can press to get to my soul fast. Yeah. Yeah, we usually have 1 or 2 people that miss it. But I'm usually one of them, so I can't talk. Scrap job. Oh yeah, there's somebody out here. Hey Hazel, how's it going? Hello Angela, it's going alright. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. We're getting some weeklies done. Recovering from a little bit of a cold, but I think we're going to make it through a whole stream today. Last boss reminds me of an old-time cartoon where they strap someone to railroad tracks and threaten to run them over with a train. Takes your soul, puts it in front of the doom beams. Yeah. Good, thanks.
Wrap it up! I ain't spending more than another minute here.
The trash is usually a pretty... Oh! I got a green I needed a transmog for. I don't mind that. Don't mind if I do. Oh, we finished one of the sets. Nice. World quests and world drops, yeah. That probably helps out a little bit. I think I gotta let go of my need to, or my desire to really get any measure of completion from the current zones. I should just forget about stuff that's modern and work on things that are older.
Back it up. We're done scrapping this one.
Because every time there's going to be new content that comes out by the time I get like 60% of the way through it. Any gold? Oh. Don't mind if I do. How's it gold? How's unpacking going? I mean, we pretty much got most of it done in the first week. We haven't done any more in the last couple of days because we've both been really sick, but it's all the important stuff's unpacked. There's just a couple of odds and ends around. And our percentage is really good.
In my town, I don't care if this is
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I'm a little dizzy. We're not 100%. I did complete the Azure Span Big Dig mods. We did get all of that. We didn't finish it until fairly recently, but we did. We're 100% complete with those now. That one was nice because it felt doable. Love this world quest. The Undermine world quests were really fun. I actually have a real soft spot for the boom ball. I just like how the NPC that gives you the quest thinks he's doing you such a big favor by giving you a free round on the course.
those scurvy slurping, sail flaying, deck swabbing excuses for imitation sea folk?
I deeply resent the div who thought it would be great to have the icon for Miscellaneous Mechanica share with the garbage drops. Yeah, the engine parts I thought were going to be a much larger ongoing part of the patch than they turned out to be. It was fine when I was running scrap because I had them set to auto vendor. I just set them as junk and they would just get automatically vendored for my bags, but I disabled scrap because it was vendoring stuff that I wanted to keep and I couldn't figure out why. So now they're just stacking back up in my bags again. This one's kind of fun. You can there's a few things you can do. You can like walk over there and click them off, or you can use the little hose thing. The icon pop, I get excited and happy, and nope, just garbage. I still have yet to buy anything for Mechanica. I could get a pet, but I feel like I should save for him now. More impressive. I wonder if this content's going to be infamous for some of the most grindy collecting that they've ever added. For just the sheer amount of things there are for Mechanica and how bad the drop rate is for it. After 15 minutes of apping to all keys, 6 to 10, gotta resort to just doing some delves over lunch. I always thought it was very ambitious of you to try and fit in like a Mythic Plus key on like a work lunch break. I know you do it often, and you get it in pretty often, but I'm always very impressed that you managed to make that work. This is gonna give me 1,000 gold. Or 1/300th of a WoW token.
Nice job. Oh, she's shining like the day I stole her.
Nice. Okay. How many characters are you keeping geared and doing like keys and vaults on this season, Jen? 10 to 15 to get in a key, 15 minutes to spare my lunch. Right. Nice. Yeah, it works out. Let's do the special assignment. There's 3. Thinking a 4th this weekend if I'm bored enough. Oh, nice.
We got dark views coming in hot.
James living the gamer dream. Yeah, it says. I'm always envious of your energy, your boundless energy. Do you believe in that line? These have a good chunk of gold in the box usually. How goes collecting and Undermine weeklies? Not too bad. It's coming together. Good morning. How are things with you?
They better think again.
We are getting a little gold. Nice. Do another couple scrap digs for the weekly, and then we'll probably start our ship in hand.
So, are you looking for some extra pocket change? Then why don't you pick up a paper route?
That reminds me, still need to do my
1
weekly.
minute left on this one. Finish it up.
I used to do Undermine weeklies on like a bunch of characters. I used to do the weeklies on every character that I was doing a chat list on because I was like, oh man, you get like 200 resonance crystals per bonus weekly. And I guess at the time I had like a lot of stamina for doing Undermine stuff. Now I'm pretty pleased if I just manage to get the weekly done once.
Clean it up.
Our chat list is almost done, so that's good. Always easier to do when it's current. Yeah, I guess we weren't spending so much time doing Koresh stuff. I feel like once EcoDome is done, that takes a lot of the... Like, once the EcoDome and once my Vigilante achievement is done, like, doing the Warrant every week, I feel like takes me, like, a good chunk of my outdoor world questing time and stamina. But once that's off the list, that'll probably clear up a lot of space. A lot of rares over here. I guess they could drop Miscellaneous Mechanica, it's just that they don't. EcoDome is a lot. I mean, I guess the good thing about the campaign is you're just doing it once. But it's a long, long, long campaign. Not a fan of the warrants. They're frustrating, I feel like, to figure out where your bits and pieces are. They're not very intuitive to just kind of pick up and do. I just did my 5th one today, and it was the first time I was able to do it without looking up coordinates in Wowhead. Alright, let's do
Showtime, sugar. Let's make a buck.
because it's about to start the surge pricing. I feel like these aren't too bad as long as they don't bug, but occasionally they do still bug on me, and then you have to turn them off back on again and lose your streak, which is really annoying. Needed Wowhead every time. Warrant is a lot of work. I wonder if I'm going to keep doing them for gold after. Probably not, if I'm being honest with myself. You could. Like, you can do a warrant quest, not finish it, and just sell the lure on the auction house. Entirely possible, entirely valid, and you'll be able to sell it to people that want to work on the achievement without doing the quest.
I call that a success.
But if I'm being honest with myself, that's not who I am. It's not gonna happen. When I first did the quest, I was legit shocked at how long it was, like 3 hours. I really hope that there's a War Within meta that gives Bubbles Jr. as a mount. I'm really hoping that that's what it turns out to be. Oh, I thought I was at the hot dog thing, but it's not. Port Dornagal back to Undermine doesn't ruin your streak, but I haven't had to do that in a while. Okay. I'll try that next time. Next time it breaks on me. actually. Oh no, it is broken. This is where the job is. It's just not triggering. All right. Port to Dornegal and back to Undermine, huh? I mean, I'm only one job in, but still, I don't want to lose the streak. I guess I can, actually. I guess I don't need the streak for anything. Anything super important anyways. I do need it for...
That job's just your style. Burn rubber, honey.
There's, for the things that drop after 9 jobs, but... Hazel did my first raid ever last week. Congratulations. Joined my guild when they were doing Demencius, and we downed him. Nice! Congratulations! That's awesome. What do you think of the fight? I'm a big fan of the Demencius fight. I think on normal it's like one of the most incredible encounters that they've ever done. Super cool, excited the whole night afterwards. Nice. Don't think I've ever experienced a shipping handling bug like that. It happens to me kind of a lot. Maybe 1 in 3 sets of 10 I'll have one bug. It's usually a couple of specific ones. That's the first time I've had it bug with that one. It's usually Junkman Gunch, the name one, sometimes the Rug Tiger, where they're just, it won't let you progress to the next part of it. Like, it'll tell you where to go, and the arrow will tell you where to go, but the circle won't be there, and it won't start the quest for you. Plant-based ramen. Thank you very much for the brand new primes. Appreciate it. Crab one bugs for me. That works this way. Goldfish rescue usually works fine.
So, are you looking for some extra pocket change? Then why don't you pick up a paper route?
Newspaper World Quest is terrible. I think it's funny. Especially when they get violent when they've been correctly informed. They can't handle the truth. But yeah, no.
Good
I'll know what I'm going to do.
You made sure I got my cut of your tip, right?
This way. Back to the hotel. Towels. Yeah, they do give a lot of rep, which I kind of want. But maybe not badly enough to go do it. Cut to 5, not 10, it would be less annoying. Yeah, I think so. 10 jobs is a lot. I think they thought that we were going to be better at driving than we collectively are. Maybe that's just me. Because you can get between the jobs really quickly if you don't hit things.
Great work, Toots.
It's just, you know, easier said than done. Like the Undermine storyline. Alright, Daisy, I can do this. Going upstairs. And we got our surge pricing weekly done, so that's nice. That actually worked. So now I'm just doing this to get the weekly done. Zone and storing raid, all very good. I liked a lot of the little mini activities. I think that if they had a much better drop rate on miscellaneous mechanica, it would have been a slam dunk of a zone for me. Because I like shipping handling and I like the driving, I like the scrap piles. It's just that the amount of it that you needed to do was a little outsized. A few things just seemed to be asking a little much. There we go.
Record time, sweetie. I'm moving you to the top of my Rolodex.
I feel like driving's not too bad if you stay on the road, which is also true in real life. I have to fight my instinct to take the you know, the crow's path route or whatever, you know,
Deals in town. Won't find better.
because it seems shorter and it's not. As the crow flies, that's what they say. You know, the way the crow went. Caw, caw. Bullies defeated. Oh, I lost my bullies. There they are. When I was paying better attention, I had a better time with drive because I would just go past the point where the arrow curved to the next like road turn and then take that. And that would often get me there faster because the roads are wide enough and with wide enough turns for the cars. It's just if you're trying to take them down alleyways. The place that annoys me most for driving the car in Undermine is the heaps. Trying to get around and up because it seems like you should be able to get up from the main area and you kind of can't. You have to go like around if you want to get up to the junk man gunch area. There's a scrap pile there that I always get stuck trying to drive to because I try to drive the wrong way to it.
My pocketbook thanks you too.
Okay.
Our crews have a higher turnover rate than a log on a river. Go recruit some nobodies to come be somebody.
It is standard for Blizzard to have a few very time-consuming things, Mechanica more visible than most. It's just, I think that the amount of things that they tie to Mechanica is a bit outsized for how slow it is. I agree that there's usually at least one thing, if not a few, that are like really slow. And I think that's fine. And if it had been just part-timer, I think that would have made a lot more sense. To have one thing that's like super grindy, that's a bit of a prestige grind just to show your pain tolerance for farming. But it was just bizarre that there were so many pets and mounts on this system that had such a slow drop rate. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna be much more excited about my Slaney's Mechanica mount when I finally get my first one, that's for sure. I'm gonna be way more proud of it than I would have been if it had been reasonable. What would I give for them not to add the new world boss to the zone? Everyone is doing their weeklies and leading to the whole zone being a giant lag fest. Oh, yeah. I'm just glad they fixed the line of sight issues for the most part. Or not the line of sight, but you know what I mean.
You do the work, I don't break a nail. That's a win-win for me.
Alright, 2 more jumps. We can do it. Nearly there. I shouldn't talk about driving, but I have no legs to stand on when it comes to this car. Absolutely none. Or tires for that matter.
See anything that tickles your fancy? Or your nose?
Speaking of collecting, any chance I can see how your all the things is set up? Sure.
Okay.
No problem. Those are my settings. I know it's kind of hard to read. Let's see if I can put it against something that's slightly darker. So I like to track most of the account-wide things, basically none of the general things. I'm not trying to do quests or recipes. I also like to have a keybind to pull up the mini list and to put the mini list away so that I can kind of pull it up when I want to check on it, but I turn off the settings that have it auto show because I found that to be kind of overwhelming. I wanted it to be in an I call you, not you call me kind of thing. I did not want all the things bothering me if I didn't ask for it.
Nice job.
What do you think of that Prey in Midnight? It looks fun. It looks promising. I'm excited to try it out when it's actually in-game. I don't know how much time we're going to be spending on it. But we'll have to see.
Tourists floundering out there in the marina is bad for everybody. Help them out.
I'm curious as to how hard the hard version is going to be. Okay. Total percent. Bearing in mind, I'm not doing sources. And I have PvP unchecked right now, I'm pretty sure. 72.73 for the settings that I'm collecting in. I think I turned off PvP though, that'll take a big chunk of it out.
Hey, time's up. Grab your gear and let's go.
Playing a new account, sitting at 9. It's a fun little grind on the side. Yeah, that is kind of the nice thing about not having many things collected is there's so many things that you could collect. Well, there's always something. Okay, we're looking good. I am going to
Time to work, sugar.
turn in... Actually, I'm going to go grab some more Cajicola cans. Is what we're going to do. And then we're going to turn in our weeklies.
Hey, you! We got a mess that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to sort it out. You
This is the place that I like to do to finish the Kajik cruising objective for checklists. Almost always has enough for you. Wish I were at 9% again. So much easy progress. Every 0.01% is a grind now. Yeah, I think that's only going to get worse. I don't think I'm ever going to have all the things. I think I could have, like, you know, 80 to 90% of the things. That sounds nice. I bet you the last little bits, big diminishing returns. Much harder. What if we just call it all the easy things, you know? All the things that would be fun. Dream of 85, see if I ever go for 100. They just come out with stuff too fast. I feel like you would need to play so much just to keep up with all of the new things that are added. It didn't used to be that way. It used to be that there was enough downtime between expansions and patches that you could kind of reasonably get caught up if you wanted, but not anymore. Slows down around 80%. Mm-hmm.
red hot savings here.
I missed time too. I guess I have a little bit because I'm doing Undermine right now, but. Okay. Do I have enough cards? No, I only have 20 cards. Yeah, 51. There we go. We're past the halfway point. How is our reputation doing? We turned in our weeklies, right? Yeah. So Blackwater. Nice. Okay, we're gonna get a Paragon Cash. Go turn that in. Do you know how to get Employee of the Month? Not with any degree of certainty. I've heard rumors. I'm just gonna do another 49 chat lists. Yeah. Couple of them a week. Maybe. Let's see if we get any miscellaneous Mechanica. I'm sitting at 16. If we're lucky, we'll get more than one.
Best deals in sight.
There is our Paragon Cash. Ta-da! Yeah, we got one. It could be 0, so I can't complain too much. Should probably do any extra world quests that we can, just for the reputation.
And receiving.
When you turn in the lists, can you do them over and over, one a day? So you get one free list per week that you can pick up from Chet and do, and you can turn it into Chet or the cartels, whatever you like. If you want more lists within a given week on that character, then you need to grind these Chet cards, which will only drop if you do not have an active Chet list in your bag. So once you've done your Chet list, then mobs will start to drop those Chet cards. You could farm those, and then 40 of them will turn in for another list within a week. Alternatively, if you are not worried about trying to do them on one character, you could take an alt, and your alt will get a free list per week as well. So doing Chet lists on alts is a thing that some people will do for either reputation or for working on part-timer, which is account-wide. Yeah, 300 rep, but I think that's good. Go clean out our bags a little bit. Going for Employee of the Month for September. I've done 30 hand-ins since September 1st. Nice.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Pretty good. Okay. What is this? I've just been vendoring things instead of disenchanting them, if we're being honest. 17. We got a miscellaneous mechanica today. I guess that's something. Although I think next week I am not gonna have. I'm not gonna be close enough, I don't think, to
My thanks for your patronage.
yeah, I'm not gonna be close enough to get a Paragon cache from any of these. We can get partway there. I feel like that'll be a bit demoralizing. So far, every week that I've done weeklies, I've been able to get at least one Paragon cache, so it's like, well, at least you're getting at least one miscellaneous mechanica in a week. Maybe two if you're lucky, but 0 is a bit of a tough swallow.
My directive is to serve. Return.
Yeah, let's check on that all the things percentage for the different zones. Let's see, outdoor zones, War Within. Or Kazalgar, I suppose. So 86% for Ajkahet, 81 for Hallowfall. Yeah, 80s or so. 39 for Siren Ally. Definitely didn't do very much of that. A couple of 90s. I may have followed the superstition of having no Mechanica in my bag to get more. Is it working? Probably not, but it makes me feel better. Hi Hazel, hi chat, hi Bucky. Yeah, when it comes to stuff like that, whatever gets you up in the morning, really. Whatever gets you going. It's tough. See if we can get a little phase orb or two before we wrap up for the day. Just gotta remember, any progress is good progress. You can't get too swamped up in the whole elephant. You just gotta eat one bite of the poor guy at a time. How goes it? It's going alright. How are you doing today? Okay. I wanted to get into phase space and look for phase orbs for a few minutes. we tracking them on our map? We want to be. Phase lost and found. There we go. Looking for orbs. If I'll find more of them from actually finding them spawned, or if I'm just gonna find them from killing the mobs. Yep. My trinket really baits me a little bit. It looks like there's one over my head, but it's not the right kind of orb. I recently 100%ed Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, congrats! Looking up Dark Souls 2 DLC guides, one of your videos showed up. Had no idea you made Dark Souls stuff back then. Yeah, a little bit of a deep cut. I had a big Dark Souls 2 phase, and I was playing so much of it that I figured I may as well make a video or two. Couple of boss guides here and there. There's like a specific video that's for one of the DLC bonfire locations that I think is probably the one that came up. There we go. One way to get an orb. Oh, I got a weapon. Nice. This one. Progress. I know people like ground this achievement out. I guess they were phase hopping. People ground this achievement out in the first like day, and I am still... I feel like I'm going so slowly on it. Never had the itch to go back to it. I did a little bit of Elden Ring. And that kind of scratched that itch a little bit, but not really, no. I didn't get super far into Elden Ring. They were good though. They were fun. I got 2 items for that achievement so far. There's a lot of them. At least it's not giving you dupes. That's the saving grace. Dark Souls looks fun, but for my own sanity, probably never touch them. Yeah, it's one of those games that can be very frustrating. And I think at the time there was a lot it had to offer me, because there's something really satisfying about sticking with a game like that, or a boss fight or whatever it is, that is really frustrating until you've mastered it, because then you feel... You know, it feels better to beat a boss fight that you had to improve at. You couldn't just kind of like out level or brute force your way through. I mean, which you can, but like, I don't know. It gave me a sense of accomplishment that I really felt like I needed, and I don't need it that bad anymore. It's not a feeling I feel like I lack to the same degree as I did at the time, so I'd rather save myself the frustration. Did not know you can go phase diving in the city itself. Yeah, it's supposedly one of the better places to farm phase orbs, although I'd probably be better off just farming the mobs themselves than to try and find the orb spawn at this rate. Mage Tower and double question mark compelling the menu. Check around the corner. Oh, hang on. Is that an orb? No, it's a phased ethereal bow. What happened when I moved? Oh. Yeah. I thought maybe it would give me a bow. There is a drop going on? It's the same one that's been going on since the beginning of the patch. They just gave a whole month for people to get it. You don't have it yet? I feel like you would have had it already. Oh, an orb! Why can't I get up here? Think I'm mostly packed? Would you appreciate the stream to have playing while I do things? Nice. You got a long journey home? Oh, I thought I saw a message about a new drop. Didn't see anything further. Oh, maybe they're working on another one then. I hadn't heard anything, but I'm out of the loop on all of it. Oh, got a notification that I needed to claim it. Guess I forgot. Is it the shade for Brew Thief? Oh, they extended the old drop? Weird enough it popped up for me again. I mean, it's running. It was originally intended to run until September 12th, so it is still up. I took it off my stream title just because I figured most people had it by now. 2 flights transfer in Switzerland, about 9 hours of flight time total. Holy. Are you like an in-flight movie kind of person? Or are you an in-flight nap kind of person? I guess for 9 hours you gotta do quite a few things to get through the whole one. I haven't taken a long flight in a long time, but I used to play iPad Stardew Valley on a plane. That is a long nap. Yeah, do the beef quest, about 9 hours. Oh, another orb over here. Don't mind if I do. Come on, transmog. Darn it. Yeah, well, that's okay. That's good enough for me for today. I am going to wrap up for today. I will be back tomorrow is the plan. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate your company, and I hope you guys have a lovely Thursday and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.